to the front, the mark not quite taken by Pickett. Clarke swoops on it and kicks another one.
I'm honestly just looking forward to getting a hit on a body. For so long you just don't have that. Nothing replicates like getting an actual hit in a game. Yeah, I'm just craving that physicality again. I had a lot of fun running around out there, first time in a whole year. The prep went pretty quickly and kind of forgot how to do a few things in my prep, but really stoked to just, get through unscathed, I guess, and that was kind of the main focus.
Out there for the Richmond VFL team. Henderson, now Brew. Is that an injury to Clarke?
He's not looking too good, is Judson Clarke.
Looks up. He's just going to have to go with a wider option. This is okay because Judson Clarke, in good news for Richmond fans, is on the ground. Third quarter on the left. Given it plenty. He's fallen over in the process, but he's kicked the goal.
Oh, hang on. What's happened here? He's wincing with pain, isn't he?
I never thought it would happen to me again, no. But as soon as I did it, I knew exactly what it was. Felt that pain all too similar before, and I remember when I did it, I just broke down. Jogged off the ground, cracked it in the change rooms. I had Dad there with me. I just started crying straight away. I knew what I was in for I knew I wasn't going to play footy for the next 12 months. And in that initial moment, I don't think there's any other logical response you can have apart from breaking down. When I was 16, tore my ACL for the first time, and I was back in school then, so a lot more rest periods and wasn't really working on it every day. I thought, I've done this before, I know what to do, and every day got posed with a new challenge that I hadn't faced before with my previous ACLs. With both of them, there's been completely different things about them. This one has been, I was able to walk quicker, but there's been more pain throughout the whole journey, whereas my first one was very little pain, but I wasn't walking for 2 weeks.
Talented young man, look at the nerves. 18 years of age, fought back from a knee injury to get his chance and kick his first goal. Martin, inboard, beautifully weighted kick, and Clarke gets on the end of it. From just inside 50, he is a beautiful finisher.
I'm pretty resilient. It's not the nicest thing, rehabbing and being on the sidelines for 12 months, watching your best mates go out there, and it can get really lonely at times. I think having the other guys that I did it with was just awesome. The camaraderie and the competitiveness that brought to the rehab process made it so much easier to get through, whereas my first one didn't have that. It can be a pretty dark place if you're by yourself, but thankfully for me and the other guys, we've all had each other. We consider all of them like my closest mates now for sure, and just being able to work on it every day together has been fun. It's been really good to make rehab fun. And then obviously the trip to Samoa with McKelty, his family and all us ACL boys, that was an extra bonus. We just had each other, Steve Morris and James Rance, the physio, and then the media team. It was really just special to be close with them every single day. Training was pretty hot over there, that's for sure. A lot different conditions to here. I think the humidity was about 85% or so really just sweating from the moment you walk outside. But yeah, we did a little session over there, spent about 2 hours out on the track, and had a light gym session at the Olympic Weightlifting Federation over there, which is pretty cool. But yeah, awesome for Steve to come with us and help us out, get a few drills done, and I think it was a pretty easy part in our rehab. Like, majority of our training was just running, pure conditioning and technique drilling. So that was, I think, what made it easier in terms of training over there. Hard to stay focused, that's for sure. I know a lot of us zone out, or early stages, that's for sure, when you know you've still got 10 months left, zone out of meetings and that sort of stuff. But for me, really go home and not think about footy. It's just, home is like my reset. I go home and kind of just chill out, hang with my family, and that for me just helps me not think about footy anymore. And then I can really knuckle down while I'm here. So I think that works for me. And then also just started a bit of uni as well to kind of give me a bit of balance. A lot of ACL is mental, and I think that's what takes the longest. You know, you day in, day out working on your technique, your execution on how your feet work, but it's until you get to doing drills again, it's more that mental side that hasn't really had any exposure to catch up. So that's definitely one of the biggest, if not the biggest part of returning to play, I would say.
It's been a privilege to work with Juddy throughout his rehabilitation process, and there's a few hoops you've got to jump through at the back end of your rehab to make sure you get the tick of approval before you can compete. Juddy's been working really hard the last few months around his contest stuff, his running loads, his change of directions, integrating him into his full footy skills, making sure that he's understanding his education around the game plan so that when he does come back and play, he's ready to go, making sure that we're intertwining that into his rehab skills. And then finally, the last piece is him actually joining back in with the group. So I've been fortunate enough to do a bit of work with Juddy to help him transition from his rehab program into main skills with the rest of the group, and he's been awesome to work with. His ability to work hard, he's got a real drive to improve, even though he's had injury setbacks. You can just tell he wants to get the most out of himself. So I'm very, very excited to see him play.
I would say he's been the coach that's helped me bridge the gap between rehab training and like team training. So grateful for him. He's helped me get up to speed with the game, the pace, the physicality, all those sort of things. He's still very strong, even though he's not playing anymore, I can tell you that. But he's been terrific for me and just helped me develop my skills whilst not being in drills with the group.
I think the hardest part is actually getting back to playing football, understanding you need a lot of confidence in your body to play. Juddy's a pretty dynamic player. He's going to change direction at high speeds and stop and turn and get tackled and jump up and do some tackling. So doing that repetitively enough at training doesn't always replicate what you're going to do in a game. So the first few times you step out there in a game and you lay those tackles and you get hit and you get up and you do it again, builds so much confidence in your whole rehab program. So I'm looking forward to Juddy getting out there in those first few games and building plenty of confidence off the back of the work he's done over the last 12 months. It's going to hold him really good stead for the rest of his career.
Obviously want to get back into playing ones as soon as I can, but I'm just most looking forward to playing footy again. I haven't really set any goals, if I'm being honest. I just want to play. Having what you love doing taken away from you for so long, I think that's all you really look forward to, is just to go out there and have a run around and kick the footy around.
They decide to go on with it, and it's okay to Clarke.
Little pop kick was clever. Clarke. They've no problem at all. Just the tonic the Tigers needed. The Bailey Smith. Red